Thanks, guys. As winter's winding down, so are winter sports.
That's right, Katie, and that means it's tournament time. While the men's basketball team starts their tournament next week, the women's is already underway in Indianapolis.
The Iowa women's basketball team took on the University of Michigan in their first game of the tournament, and it was a tight matchup down the stretch. But head coach Lisa Bluter and her squad stepped it up in the final minutes of the game. Holly Reimer was courtside in Indy to see the Hawks' first tournament victory. Holly?
Thanks, guys. Here at the women's Big Ten basketball tournament, the University of Iowa faced off against number 8 University of Michigan. This is the third time the two teams have met, and previous to this game, it was split for wins 1-1. Today in Indianapolis, the University of Iowa pulled out the W for their second win against the team.
We felt like we'd owed Michigan, especially, losing to them at their place. We wanted to get them back again.
Gameplay was fast-paced in this contest, and by the end of the first quarter, Michigan was leading Iowa by 8 points. It wasn't until the second quarter that Iowa pulled ahead, scoring 31 points, making for a total of 52 points in the first half.
We just did a great job of moving the ball and taking what they were giving us. I don't think we forced many shots at all. When they were extending on our three-point shooters, we got the ball inside, and when they were sagging, we hit those threes. So it was really just a fun game to play in.
The third quarter was Iowa's lowest scoring quarter of the game, and it heated up as the team moved into the fourth quarter just 8 points ahead of the University of Michigan. But after a series of steals and sunken shots, the University of Iowa was able to maintain their lead until the very end for a final score of 97-85. Freshman Megan Gustafson led the team in scores with a total of 25 points. The University of Iowa will advance to the next round in tournament play against number 1 ranked Maryland Friday at noon Eastern Time.
The way we played today, we can beat anybody in this tournament, and I'm really excited, and I think that we're going to bring it for sure.
From Bankers Life Fieldhouse, I'm Holly Reimer. Back to you guys in Iowa City.
Thanks, Holly. Friday's matchup will be the Terrapins' first game of the Big Ten tournament and the second Iowa-Maryland matchup of the season.
And we just got word this afternoon that Allie Disterhoff, who's a part of that Iowa women's team, and men's basketball player Jared Utoff earned Academic All-Americans of the Year, which is the first time a school has ever swept both of those national honors. And while this tournament is taking place in Indianapolis, another Iowa team begins their Big Ten championship a little closer to home this weekend.
That's right, Taylor. Iowa wrestling stays right here in Iowa City, hosting the 2016 Big Ten championship at Carver Hawkeye Arena.
The Hawkeyes tied Ohio State for the 2015 Big Ten team title, but are vying for their first outright team championship in the last 6 years. Wrestling reporter Zach Mackey has more.
The last and final time that the 4 seniors in the lineup will step on the mat will be this weekend for the Big Ten Championships. These seniors have kept a level of excellency that is expected with Iowa wrestling, but there is one thing that they still hope to accomplish.
It's a big deal, being an individual champion. It's a catapult to what's next, and it's a title that defines their career. We talk about the Midlands, we talk about the Big Tens, and we talk about the national championship. And, they're gearing up for it. That's what they're gearing for right now. This is it for this weekend.
Over the years, there have been 109 Hawkeyes that have won Big Ten championships. But on this year's lineup, there is yet to be a wrestler who has won a Big Ten individual title, although they are all vying to see their names up on the board next year.
Everyone wants their name on the wall. They want to be remembered. But, winning this, you qualify for the big tournament, probably number 1 seed if you win this.
I mean, it means a lot. It means that I'm going in the right direction. The ultimate goal is a national title, and a Big Ten title's second to that.
And for some, it would mean even more to the people sitting in the stands than for themselves.
For me personally, I don't know how much it'd mean to me, but for my fans here at Carver and my family, I think it'd mean a lot.
Wrestling starts up on Saturday with the doors opening at 8:30. The matches will start up at 10. And then session 2, the doors open at 4:30 with the matches starting at 6. And it all leads up to the finals at 3:10 on Sunday. For Daily Iowan TV Sports, I'm Zach Mackey.
Last year, one Iowa All-American fell short against Ohio State for the individual Big Ten title. Wrestling reporter Laura Belanda dug deeper into the mindset of this junior leader.
I didn't score any offensive points in that finals match. I got an escape, a stall point, and he got a takedown. That was the difference, was 2 points.
taking a loss last year to Nathan Tomasalo in the championship bout without scoring any offensive points definitely isn't what we've seen from the undefeated Gilman this season.
I used last year as a teaching tool and not so much motivation though, because that's the wrong kind of motivation. You want internal motivation, internal drive.
Gilman is seated second behind Tomasalo going into the tournament in Carver Hawkeye Arena. And though the championship title could be described as
It's a big deal. Being an individual champion, it's a catapult to what's next. And it's a title that defines their career.
Gilman sees it a little bit differently.
For me personally, I don't know how much it'd mean to me, but for my fans here at Carver and my family, I think it'd mean a lot.
The 125-pound junior, undefeated, returning All-American, will approach the 2016 Big Ten tournament the way he would any other competition, with a fiery competitive edge and one match at a time.
Don't make a mistake. These guys aren't coming out here to lay down. They're coming to Carver Hawkeye Arena to take my livelihood away from me. Everything's at risk now. So I gotta be prepared for these guys. And when I get to Nako Metaluz and when I get to Tomasalo, I'll be ready. But I'm not looking forward.
Laura Belanda, Daily Iowan, TV Sports.
With Gilman seated second in the tournament in Ohio State's Nathan Tomasalo first, it's definitely going to be a crucial match if those two face off in the finals.
We'll update you on both wrestling and women's basketball Big Ten tournaments in Sunday evening's show.
Until then, that's all from the sports studio. Cole and Maria, back to you.